Hey guys, welcome back to my Eurovision React Review channel. So I'm just catching up with the events that happened last night in Germany. So it looks like my kiss of death continues. It seems pretty much exclusively every song that I want to win a national final just doesn't. So I was rooting for Felicia Anxiety last night. Now I'm looking at the results. So I know that Malik won. I saw that before I went to bed last night. And I'm just looking at the points now. So online voting, I swear to God, wins it. But Malik comes second. And then I would assume that's the judges. And he kills the judges. Absolutely nails it, 118, which gives him 2008. And Hallo Welt. Felicia did not do well last night in the sense that she didn't even come in the top 2 of the online voting and the juries. That really surprised me. She didn't even come second. She came third. Right, okay, so I need to check this out. I want to check out Felicia's first, and then I want to check out Malik's. And I also want to check out Jamala's performance last night, because I heard that she was performing last night. And I kind of really want to see that. So let's do it in that order.
All those voices, can't ignore them. I can't ignore them. I have no choice left. I'm falling again. Yeah, I feel them crawling under my skin. I hear them calling how it begins. They see me strong, but I'm giving in. I'm giving in. My mind is leaving me behind. Closed eyes, hoping they won't find every very piece of me that's ever been inside of me. I'm trying on my best to get rid of my anxiety. Ooh, I've tried keeping it inside. Ooh, I lied about where the voices hide. Every very piece of me that's ever been inside of me. I'm trying on my best to get rid of my anxiety. Ooh, my anxiety.
What was that person walking past there? I didn't want to be shady, but like Germany, right? This national final does not look expensive. It's just in like a studio, isn't it? Serbia's is in a studio and it doesn't look like this. Like, listen, I think she did say that she was she had revamped the song for the performance. Sorry if I'm talking rubbish. I'm so tired. You can hear the revamp and it is so much better. I am a little bit underwhelmed by the performance, but I don't know whether it's her fault or whether it's actually just the channel, the TV, the broadcaster, just evidently not putting that much money into this.
They seem strong, but I'm giving in. I'm giving in.
What is that low camera angle?
Closed eyes, hoping they won't find. Keep it inside. Ooh, I lied about where the voices hide. Every very piece of me that's ever been inside of me. I'm trying on my best to get rid of my anxiety.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna call it, and I don't think it's Felicia's fault. I don't know. There's a combination of a lot of things. You know, when you've obviously got chat shows. Well, for example, in the UK, we've got Graham Norton, right? Which is a UK reference because he does the presenting for our final. And then an artist will come on in a tiny studio, do a tiny performance to promote their song. This is what this looks like. And I'm no, I feel with, I'm sorry. Like I said, I think my body's giving up on me. I feel that there's so many things that could have been done with this song in regards to performance, in regards to staging, lighting, camera angles. I mean, the nature of the song, how clever could you be? There is zero creativity in this performance, zero. And I don't know whose fault that is. Like, what's that dancing? The choreographer's just like, okay, so the choreographer is just like, right, okay, so yeah, the studio's got no money for this. So they basically give me half what I normally do. So I'll choreograph the first half, and the second half I'll just get them do. Oh, like, Oh, I just don't know what to say. Stuff like this. I don't know why they didn't amp this. Tune into the song itself. Kind of ends a little bit flat as well. Right, regrettably, I haven't seen the whole show, so I don't know whether this was a case of all performances last night, but it's a bit flat. It's a bit flat, and I don't know whose fault that is, because I was really rooting for that song. And I think, yeah, you can hear in the revamp, it's much better. Those choruses are much more fuller in the production. Yeah, it sounds much more, it has more depth in the production, which is what I was asking for, actually, when I reacted to it on first listen. Right, well then, let's see what Malik did then, because obviously Malik seemed to, well, at least win the jury.
Look where we are. We used to be the rock stars.
I would like to say this was my second favourite.
Until this thing we call life stopped gleaming. I wish there was a way to go back dreaming.
Okay, already, if I'm going to do comparisons, his voice is better. His voice is better live. I didn't expect him to come with a one-man all band. How many instruments has he got there? This is what I'm saying. I think the German broadcaster NDR was just like, right, we've got no money for this. Because Malik's like, I want a keyboardist, I want a guitarist. They're like, well, you're going to have to do it all yourself.
Remembering it so hard when time is moving so fast. Wish there was a way to know that we're in the good old days before we all just.
Oh no, there's more instruments. For Malik, he's like, but I've got to concentrate on singing, and NGR's like, well, you've got no money for a band, so. Oh, it's really distracting. How do you take this seriously? Honestly, I know that there was so much kind of, particularly within Germany, hate towards this national final for, like, obviously Eskimo Callboy getting eliminated, and a lot of people saying these are just all safe, bland songs giving a similar sound. NDR is not helping with this national final. I feel the fault's with them.
The pain, I try to make it go away, but it probably won't change. Always thinking about my own worries. Remember back when we had no worries. No life just ain't hitting the same.
Oh, it just looks really cheap.
About innocent old days when I was afraid of no.
When we used to have our national finals, like, it's still comparative to, like, Norway and Sweden. It still looked cheap, but at least it didn't look like this.
Nobody. No, I'm afraid of being a nobody. Don't wanna leave my bed, I just say you never get it together. As the voices in my head, they keep saying it'll never get better. Look where we are. We used to be the rock stars. I never thought of no harm till this thing we call life stopped moving. I wish there was a way to go back dreaming. Remembering it so hard.
This deserves to win over Anxiety. His voice, his mic is turned up. I really struggle to hear Felicia's voice.
Sometimes I got this kind of sting that's right inside my chest. Its only purpose is convincing me that I'm a mess.
He is
Even
vocally
though
on
it's always
point.
been an uninvited guest, it finds a way and nonetheless wish I could change my address. And you know,
Okay, he deserves to
be
win
somebody
just
else
on
for a couple
vocals
of days.
alone.
Although I'm pretty sure we all feel the same kind of way. Because if you think about it,
Bless him, he doesn't have to worry about choreo.
He's
got to worry about all the instruments.
I wish that I could just go back and be the way I was. I wish I'd still not give a damn about how I come across.
deliver that emotion
I wish
as
the way I
well.
saw myself had never gotten lost in all the worries, all the thoughts, all the thinking, all the parts. So exhausted, always caught up inside my doubts and flaws. And if I count them all, somebody catch me, I'm about to fall. Yeah, I'm about to fall.
Oh, I've actually got goosebumps. That was good. Well done, Malik.
We used to be the rock stars.
This is the best song. Sorry, Felicia. I was fully about to kind of be like, justice for Felicia, but seeing this, no.
time is moving so fast.
Zero creativity in Felicia's performance.
Oh, before we all just leave us.
So his dad. I mean, it might not be his dad, but he's crying.
Used to be the rock stars. Yeah, we used to be the rock stars. Remembering it so hard. When time is moving so fast. Wish there was a way to know that.
I think it is his dad going out on a limb there. Stand with Ukraine. Yep. Agree with that sentiment. Okay. Right. It's not a winner. I think it would struggle to be in top 10. But I think if the UK picked this, I'd be like, okay. Like, there is something pretty sound here. Like, his performance, I couldn't fault him. I just bloody hope NDR send him to Turin with a bit more money, because it's evident in this national final that there is limited to none.